The new moon on May the 8th brings with it a cosmic ripple of new beginnings. So a lot of newness is coming in on or around the new moon, especially also in moving forward, that is going to uplift our life. All the things that you've been working towards, that maybe have felt quite stuck up until this point, these things are going to shift now. So there's a lot of new things, new beginnings, new chapters that are now opening up with this new moon energy. And in this video, I want to share with you the 5 key things I think you should know about this particular new moon, so you can really open yourself up to experiencing all those new beginnings that are truly to your highest and greatest good. So let's dive right into the very first thing that I want you to know is that you will sense an immense shift in cosmic and collective frequency. So there's a lot happening energetically that you will notice. Because humanity as a whole, on a collective level, we are being uplifted to this new higher frequency. Frequencies are shifting, they're actually quickening. So if you're very sensitive to the energy, if you're an empath and highly sensitive soul, you may actually notice the energetic shifts that are now happening on or around the new moon. So it's quickening, it's becoming faster, it's moving forward. You may also then feel your energy field around you. You may even feel a sensation in your energy field as well, especially if you're very sensitive to that, because you're also upgrading as well. So your energy field is upgrading. There's so much happening on a cosmic level, on a frequency level. And of course, as human beings, we need to upgrade to that as well. So you will feel those shifts within your energetic field as well. Now, you may feel those shifts subtly, or you may actually feel them quite intensely. It really depends on how sensitive you are to the energy, but not to worry. If you're feeling quite squeezed, or you feel like something is trying to push at you, something is trying to get at you or whatnot, or you're just feeling like a little off or not okay, just know that if it's on around the new moon, that you may just be getting that energetic upgrade. Now, here what you can do is you can just tune into your energetic field to see, okay, what is going on here? Is something trying to push at me? Is something trying to get at me, like negative energies, or is this really just upgrading? And then here what you can do is just breathe light and love into your energy field, really calming it down, like really intending to calm it down. I mean, it's your energy field, right? Just as much as you can calm down your emotions and your feelings, you can also calm down your energetic nervous system. So if you're feeling quite intense energies, if you're feeling like your energy field is just absolutely going crazy, just tune in. Calm it down, let it integrate, let all these changes, these upgrades integrate. And you do that by simply tuning in and intending, okay, I'm gonna calm it down now. Maybe see it like, if it's maybe like all crashing waves, you just maybe see it like as a gentle stream, like really intending it to calm it down. So it's really that gentle, slow flowing stream. You can do that on your own. But this is like the first thing I want you to know is that energies are shifting, and you will feel this either subtly or quite intensely, or you may not feel it at all. If you don't feel it at all, just know it's happening, okay? But this is the first thing I want you to know. Then the second thing I want you to know is that your old self, your limited self, your shadow self, your ego self, all these old parts of you, they're now also being upgraded. They're being transcended into a newer, higher, more aligned way. More aligned frequency. So your old selves, they're really being transcended to be an energetic match to that new frequency. So you may actually become aware of any old things or old selves of you, basically. Think of it like that. They're now graduating from college, so to speak, right? They're graduating into that new level of being, that new level of frequency. Now here you may actually also notice that you are shifting internally. You may actually also become aware that, on or around the new moon, that maybe your shadow self is trying to, come to the forefront, or, it's like certain things, they're coming to the surface. And here what you can do is, the best way to deal with that, or to handle that, is first of all, you don't want to reject it. You don't want to push it aside, like, I don't want to deal with this. Or you also don't want to judge yourself for feeling certain things, because yes, you may not want to feel certain things, but the feelings are still there. It's still within you. That's your shadow self, right? So what you can do is, if your limited self, your shadow self, is making itself known, because it is upgrading and it may not be happy at that time, what you can do is acknowledge it. Acknowledge what you're feeling. Acknowledge those old parts of you, those limited parts of you, those shadow aspects of you. Like, acknowledge, like, yes, I hear you. I see you. Tell me, what is going on? What are you feeling? And in here, you may want to tune in to really feel whatever is coming up with the intention to not be in the victim energy and like, oh, why is this happening or whatnot, or why is this happening and what's going on and why do I feel this way and I don't want to feel this way. None of that. You want to just tune into that. Give it a voice by allowing yourself to just feel it. Feel it for a moment. Feel it maybe for a couple of minutes with the intention of releasing it, letting it go. Then you can also then tune in to see, well, what's the message here? What's the lesson here? What's the gift here? What am I meant to learn from this? Because sometimes in order to transcend any old parts of you, old selves of you, or shadow selves, it requires your acknowledgement. It requires your attention and your understanding of what is really at the core of things. And that's what's going to become available now with this new moon, because since those old parts of you, those old selves, the shadow aspects are now being also transcended and upgraded and basically graduated to the next level, you may need to actually acknowledge what's going on and really feel it for a moment, become aware of what's at the core of it, and say, thank you. Thank you for having brought this to my attention. Thank you for having supported me up until this time. I love you. I'm grateful to you. But now can we please let that go? And you just let it go. That's how you can also assist yourself in that transcension as well, to really move into that higher level you now, that you that you have already grown into. But there are certain parts of you that are still stuck in that old self. And that's why this new moon now is really assisting you energetically to really transcend. And here, by the way, I also have a light language activation coming out on May the 8th. So in the morning, you will get a light language activation to really assist you with transcending the ego. So it becomes easier, right? So on an energetic level, I can assist you with that. So if you haven't subscribed yet, definitely subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can get notified whenever that video comes out. And if you're already a subscribed member of my community, definitely stay tuned. It will come out May 8th in the morning. So you can really make the most out of the new moon energy. But that's what's available right now with this new moon. You know, you may also notice that like a couple of days before, you may also have those shadow aspects kind of, peeking their head out like, hey, I'm here. Become aware of me, pay me some attention. And here, don't resist it. Really work with whatever is coming up without judgment, without resistance, without fear, without doubt, or any of that stuff. Really just work with whatever comes up. And then allow yourself to transcend it. And like I said, then definitely tune in for the light language activation. That will then help you on an energetic level as well. Then the third thing I want you to know is that there's also now then a wave of newness now coming in. So new opportunities, new doors opening. Like I said, the key theme for this new moon is about that cosmic ripple of new beginnings. So there's a lot of newness now coming into. So you may have new ideas coming in. You may actually feel renewed and like a new you, because you have grown so much, especially after everything we have gone through this year alone. And especially last month with the eclipse and the Mercury retrograde and all that craziness of what was going on the last month. Now there's definitely that ease coming over us, and there's now the new beginnings. The new ways are now unfolding for us all, for humanity. So you may notice that you have new ideas that are coming in, new doors are opening, new opportunities, new people coming in, like higher frequency people that are more in alignment with who you have grown into, right? You also maybe the way of you, how you show up in the world, that may also is a little bit of a new way of how you're showing up. So you have gone through a massive makeover, and that's now really showing up. So new things are coming into your life that are really a vibrational match to that new you that you have grown into. Then the fourth thing I want you to know is that you may then also feel that inner drive to level up every area of your life, of who you are, how you're showing up, the way you're feeling, the way you're thinking, the way you're behaving, also the things that you do in your life, all areas of your life. So you may really have that drive to really up level, because you have grown so much. Just last month alone with the whole eclipse season, right? And Mercury retrograde, you have grown so much. So now you may then have that inner drive to level up your life in all areas. Now, this may be a little uncomfortable if you usually resist change, if you're not really comfortable with change. This may be a little bit of an uncomfortable period for you, because your soul is trying to tell you that it's time to change. Your time to move ahead, to really create the life that you would love to live, that your soul has come here to live, is now. And there are certain changes that may need to happen. And if you're not really ready for change, this may be uncomfortable. If you are okay with change, then you will most likely get a lot of downloads, a lot of ideas, a lot of shifts will happen in your life, because you really feel called to up level on all levels. And if you are at all challenged, just know that whatever is going on, just know you are right where you're meant to be, and you have it within you. You are courageous enough to handle whatever that newness, that new way of being, those new, more upgraded ways of showing up in the world, or the things that you do. You are really ready for that. Yes, it may be uncomfortable at first, but when you take that step, just think of the Nike slogan, just do it. Just do it. Move forward and just do it. You will notice the more steps that you take, it may be a little scary at first, and you may be a little wobbly on your feet at first, but the more steps you take, and you're like, okay, I got this. I think I can do this. Okay, I can take the next step. But this is really what's coming up now too with the new one. You may feel that inner drive to up level, and here, don't resist it. Don't ignore it. Go with it, because that's your soul nudging you that your time has come now to really move forward, to change your life. Like I said, so much has happened throughout this year so far, up until this point. It's been absolutely intense and crazy on an energetic level. This year has been a very intense physical year. So much has happened in the physical, right? So the previous years was a lot more on the spiritual and energetic level, but no, this year is very much in the physical, because we are now meant to really make this changes in the physical. So just know this is what may come up for you, that you really feel that drive, that you want to make some changes in your life. So listen to that. Know that you have it within you. I mean, you've made it through all this craziness so far, so you can definitely make it moving forward and really step into your power and do what your soul has come here to do. Just listen to that. And if you ever just need a little boost or a little motivation, feel free to reach out to me or leave a comment below. I'll definitely give you some motivation and maybe kick you a little bit in the behind, just to push you forward if that is what you would like. Okay. But yeah, I'm here to support you any way I can. So if there's anything I can do to do for you, feel free to reach out, or you can also book a discovery session with me if you would like some help. Or like I said, just leave a comment below and I can give you a little motivational pep talk if you need one. Okay. But this is really what is available now with this new moon energy. A lot of newness, a lot of new beginnings that are now coming in, that are now available for us. Then the fifth and final thing I want you to know is that you also then may experience a fresh outlook of your life and your future path moving forward. Like I said, things have been intense ever since the year started, because we also had to align ourselves to this, the whole energy of the age of Aquarius. So there was a lot, still happening. But now there's an easing up that is happening. And if you watch my May forecast, I'll talk more about that things are easing up now. So if you want to learn more about that, the link is in the description below, so you can definitely check that out. But things are easing up now. So you also have, with this easing up, you will also have more of a fresher outlook, or more an uplifted outlook for your future, where you're like, okay, you know what? Yes, things were challenging, things were quite intense, but you know what? I feel like, I'm on the right track right now. I'm on the right path right now. Things are going to work out for me. You may not know how or when, but deep down you just know that, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I've made it this far. I'm good. And this will then also help you really with the newness coming in, the drive to really up-level your life. Because also clarity now also sets in more. So you will have more clarity of, well, what is that next step for you? And with that easing up on energy, it's also going to be easier for you to actually move forward. Okay, so here are the 5 key things about the new one. I really hope you enjoyed this video so far. If you did, do me a favor, hit the like button. Maybe leave me a comment below. Let me know, are you maybe already noticing those shifts happening? Maybe even this month has already been a lot easier energetically than the month before. Leave me a comment below. Let me know. But now the way you can make the most out of this new moon energy is, for one, become aware of any old selves, limiting selves, shadow selves or whatnot, anything that is really still holding you back. Become aware of it and do your best to transcend it. Like I mentioned, tune into it, give it, acknowledge it, what is coming up, give it a voice by you just feeling whatever the feeling is, with the intention of acknowledging it and then letting it go. Really sending love and light to it and say, thank you. Thank you for bringing that to my awareness. Thank you for having supported me. I appreciate you. I love you. I cherish you. But can we please let that go now and really transcend it? Really set the intention you want to transcend your ego self, your limited self, any old parts of you that are now ready to really graduate into that next level. And definitely check out the light language activation that's going to come out May 8th in the morning, so you can get that energetic support as well. But that's really how you can make the most of it, and then really be open to be shown those new ways, those new ideas, and don't shy away from it, but really act on it, step into your power, and then take the soul aligned actions and steps that will help you move forward. Because in order to really then open yourself up for the newness, there are some steps that you may need to take, and you will become aware of that. So then here, just be courageous enough, and I know you can, and I know you are very courageous. I know you can do it. And like I said, if you need a little pep talk, just pop a comment below and I'll definitely give you a little pep talk, okay, to help you move forward. But here you go. I really hope you have a wonderful new moon experience, really making the most out of this. And be sure to check out this video here. That's the May forecast, so you can get the information about, this month as well, so you can know how to make the most out of the energies. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Until then, make an amazingly abundant and joyful day. Namaste.